Alright, greetings and salutations. Greetings and salutations. You guys are having a good morning. I know I'm doing alright. What am I doing? What are we starting with here? So we're going to do some Mabar work today. But we got an awful lot of cleanup to do. I logged on to the hardcore server and I was like, oh, I'll go do some hardcore stuff. You know, I need to be ready to help Beef if he logs on, blah, blah, blah. Well, I ended up getting a text message from Beef at like 6 o'clock this morning. So I decided Beef was probably not going to be around. I could be wrong. And if that happens, we might switch over to the hardcore server. But I'm going to assume that he's going to be asleep. So we're gonna hardcore server or Mabar it up, and we're gonna do a little bit of cleanup as we get started. Okay, just checking all my volumes here really quickly, turning on the various buttons and blowing my nose. Excuse me. So we rolled pretty well on our daily dice roll this morning. I'm not sure exactly what the number was, but bell of opening or chime of opening at 500 experience points is pretty good. Alright, let's start getting stuff out of here. What's kind of interesting about running the Mabar stuff at such a high level, because we happen to be relatively high level, is that all the gear that we've been getting out of these chests are like level 21, level 23, and that is great for deconstructing. So like that stupid little shield, right, gave us 360 platinum and 30 Caneth essences. Like that's a lot. Right? Those bracers gave us 20 Caneth essences and... Where's the plat? No, I didn't see the plat. Maybe it's also 360. This was that cloak was 550 basically. So like it adds up pretty quick. Transmutation 4 insightful net. Oh, I thought they were the same bonus for the same school for a minute. I was gonna be like, what? So anyway, we're just gonna deconstruct this stuff really quick. We'll probably grab another hireling helper person just to make our life totals a little bit more safe and secure. Well, I'm not super worried about dying and stuff like that on this character. We're not on the hardcore server after all. We can occasionally take one. Alright, I think that's it. Oh yeah, a second chime opening. Yeah, the other thing that's kind of interesting is because we have not been TRing every week like we have been for a while. We've actually got a pretty healthy stockpile of XP gems again. Like, enough to the point where we probably need to do some work, clean up XP Woman's backpack, and figure out what we want to do. Alright, speaking of what we want to do, we're level 17. Well, we got Nina. Nina's okay. That was a noise. Yeah, it's fine. I'll just take Nina. Okay. I guess there's some sort of bird in that room that I've never heard before. That's fun. Oop. Looked right at that ladder and went, well, there's the ladder we don't want. It's like, oh, genius. I guess we need resistances too, huh? At least a couple. So there was an awesome little thing of like lessons I've learned or things that I've learned, and I thought it was an interesting little tweet here. If I could find it again. Here we go. Alright, let me see if I can actually get the exact wording here after I blow my nose. Oh, I don't know this this person in general, so it just happens to be a tweet that I saw because somebody else that I do like follows this person. So we'll see what all we have to do here. Things that seem obvious to those who know, but not most. Okay, so things that are obvious to a lot of people, but not the majority of people, which I think is an interesting way to word this kind of, wow, look at all the people. Look at all the people, look at all the people. I have to do 22 now? Yeah. Number 1, juice is unhealthy. Some juice is pretty unhealthy. I did leave early last night, Thakar, I did. The last week or so, my head has been really bad, and I was cooked. Part of the reason I started early was I knew that it wasn't going to last. In addition, I've been trying to start at 8, trying to run 8 to 2 in the evenings, my time. But my head was just... It has been a real problem of late. Let's see. Number 2 on this list. Boxed cereal is dessert. That's why a lot of people enjoy having it for breakfast or for dinner or whatever. I think that's an interesting one to kind of think about. Eggs do not need to be limited, which means you can eat all the eggs you want. That seems reasonable. Should probably switch my diet to more eggs even. I was doing pretty good for a while. I figured out how to hard-boiled eggs in my Instapot, and I was just like cranking them out. Butter is better than margarine. That's, again, pretty obvious. Granola bars are dessert. Yeah. If it's sweet, it's probably a dessert. Sweet yogurt is a dessert. I like an unsweet yogurt with a little bit of honey. I feel like when you... Oh, there's a zombie back here that I missed. Several zombies, I guess I missed. Wow, look at that. What a loser. Alright, so where's the other guy that I didn't get? Clearly missed a guy. Could it be that ghost? I guess it could be that ghost. And snacking is generally unhealthy. That one I'm a little less sure about. Got banned again. Well, I mean, ironically doesn't surprise me, especially if you're having a drink or two. Well, some people don't like that. Some people get offended very easily. A lot of people out there don't have the same kind of policies that I do. Wow, 3 negative levels. That's a lot of negative levels. More than 2. Less than 4 though. That's good. Less than 20 also. Wow. Alright, well maybe it wasn't so bad after all. Alright, do you have a restoration? You don't. Okay. Well then I guess I'll probably peel 1 or 2 off with scrolls. See if maybe we get murdered by accident here. Looks like we're okay. Peel 1 off. We'll peel 2 off, and the last one we'll get with time. Go around the back way, make sure no one else is hiding. That looks clear. I guess the thing to keep in mind, Thoughtkar, that I don't always think about myself personally, is you gotta think about what other people are gonna think or feel or whatever. And you never know what's gonna set somebody else off. Remember, they're under no obligation to keep you in the stream. I guess it goes for anybody, right? They may not even like the cut of your jib and just get rid of you. They may not like that you didn't punctuate. Who knows? But they have the right to send you away as much as you have the right to hang out in the first place. Whoa. Anyway. Go back to some of this other stuff here. So, I need to get back on a meal plan again. Right now, my eating has been. I basically have a tortilla, 1 to 2 slices of cheese, and a slice or 2 of usually 1, sometimes 2, depends on how big the slices are, of a turkey or something. That's usually breakfast. It's usually at about whenever the stream is over. Usually try to make one of those. Or sometimes I just go to sleep after the stream and then I don't eat until much later. Alright, he's moved. And then for dinner, I kind of have whatever the wife wants. We have been doing a lot of eating out lately. Neither one of us feel like cooking or cleaning afterwards. You know, all these scrolls that I'm burning right now would have been avoided had I just drinking the Eternal Flask of don't get neg leveled. There's a Night Rebels key. I don't know if we've gotten any more than that, but at least there's the first one. My point is I need to get back on taking care of myself here. The wife had these donuts. They were like a limited time donut. They were delicious. I was eating, I don't want to say one a day, but a couple. Should you say godless? I don't think you should reference. I mean, I guess first of all, I don't entirely understand what's going on, but it's just most of the time people just want to be treated all the same. You don't want to even reference stuff like gender related things. But when you do, I tend to refer to the fair sex as ladies. Ladies I typically found to be respectful. Not always, but generally. Or ma'am. Miss. Apparently maiden, apparently, if you're between the age of, what was it? I don't remember now. But apparently maiden is a is supposed to, or made is supposed to be used between something like 16 and 30 or something. Alright, how many keys did we get? We got 6 keys. Wow. Okay. Alright, so yesterday we were starting on these things. And I don't remember how far we got. I think we got... you can click on them. We did this one. Getting ahead in Lord Mart's Plaza. So again, for completion-y type thing, we're gonna run through them all. This one I kind of remember. Like, a lot of trash mobs come out and spawn every once in a while. You gotta clear them before you can move on. I know, Thakar. Again, I just don't reference that kind of stuff. Or you just go, my dude, or keep it all ungendered. People can't really get offended that way. They can. Anyone can get offended these days for any reason, but it's less likely, I guess. That's what we're looking for. Again, just keep in mind, like I said before, they have no requirement to keep you. Can get rid of you for any reason. So you're trying not to give them an excuse. All right. Send me to your next quest over here to the lower offices. Yeah, goody. Oh, that's right. You gotta like fight your way to the run to the end and fight your way around, right? Well, these zombies are hitting pretty hard. Get the zombie out. Well, I hate to tell you this, bro, but people are scum. And opening up people to the internet just lets a lot of people hide behind faithlessness. There we go. Faithlessness. And a lot of people take the opportunity to be not very good. And people are just protecting themselves from people being shitty. And that means that when you say something that's borderline, they take it to the max because that's where they feel like they have to. And again, sometimes you've done it with me and you've done it with other people in the past, but sometimes you say something that's completely normal in your world but crosses some people's lines. It's easy to do. It's easy to It's easy to accidentally cross a line from somebody else that you didn't know was there. I actually have no idea where we're going now. Let's look up this way. So many pumpkins. Nice. Got it. And I will say that apologizing and trying to listen to people's requests and whatnot in the future will definitely go a long way, but sometimes you burn a bridge, The rest of them have chests. This one doesn't have a chest. Well, that seems dumb. All they're running around and I only get... Could use a chest there. Kind of assume the other part's over here, but I don't remember. Nope. Isn't up that way though. What's up here? Ah, here we go. I know, it's hard to kind of think about, but just remember it's easy to think the worst of somebody on the internet. Excuse me. this is just a shrine. Boo! I need no shrine. Anyway, let's talk about something more fun. What do we have that's more fun? What do we actually want to do in this Mabar stuff? I have no idea. Like I said, I usually don't worry about the cosmetics, although the purple one does look kind of good. Step it up. And for the first time in a long time, I'll have a character that I'll play that wants cosmetics. Let you in Discord. You're in Discord. You're not allowed to be in voice chat. You burnt that bridge. But you're in Discord. You should be able to type and do all the things in Discord that everyone else gets to do. Alright, so that one went pretty well. This one's the one I enjoy the least. It's not the worst, but it's not... It is the one that I enjoy the least. Mostly because it's dark. And you have to remember to get all the guys. Oh yeah, we gotta open all these little packages and kill the mobs that come out. Yeah, I kinda wish we had firewall now. Probably make this a lot quicker. All I saw was my death ward thing come up, which means death block kicked in. No extra spawns. I gotta get all these undead, right? I think so. Maybe not. Maybe just gotta open all the packages. Honestly, don't remember. Find the source of the undead. Slay the undead in the temple. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe we just gotta open the packages. It doesn't matter if you're jammed off cam and people... Okay, no forgiveness. Hey. You broke the rules, man. This is... They're punishment for people breaking the rules. That's how it is. And you know I love you, and you're welcome into the text chat all you want. You crossed the line. Not only did you cross me a line, but you cost me money. So, I would say you've got an awful lot of forgiveness.
A seemingly never-ending onslaught of undead pour out of the mist. It may be more if there's a crack in the temple floor large enough to fit through. The echoes of falling pebbles signal an enormous drop down to the cavern floor. A blast of frigid air signals that your descent must be nearing its end.
Paint magnet.
Said if I just let the rules go, it's chaos. You know what it's like. You lived with rules your whole life. I said, and you know, there's a path for you to get redeemed. I just can't be the one that gives it to you. But unfortunately, V-Love has not been around. It's no longer a place that he felt comfortable, so he has not been around very much. Plus, he's got some personal stuff going on now. So, like, I imagine it'll be quite difficult for you to get redemption. Not impossible. Really hard. Now, there used to be one like hiding behind a secret door. I said this is the problem with doing this particular quest is that it's easy for me to miss one of these packages and then be like, and then have to run back and forth to try to find it. Anyway, back to the jokes and the having the good times. I think this is one of the ones behind the secret door over here. Yeah, and there's this one. Nice. Yeah, I really unfortunately don't. It's my first time through all these again. So I'm kind of knocking the dust loose here. All right. Also, back to our previous discussion. So again, this is like the first time that I've actually cared about cosmetics. I don't know how much I actually care, so much as I have a person that could wear cosmetics. So I'm interested in that regard. How are we doing? 2 more. There's one here. Is there one at the top? I think there's one at the top.
As a massive skeleton guardian rises from the ground.
We'll take care of all this at once, right? And that guy like turns the jets on, doesn't he? Just clean up the shenanigans here and then.
High jump.
Sweet high jump.
High jump.
They all high jump right now.
The air gets warmer as you ascend the cavern. You must be nearing the surface.
Come together right now. Make the high jumps. Oh, that's a lot of jump. I was not expecting that much jump. I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, if you enjoy having a place to go and hanging out and doing stuff, I would say you protect that. Dang it. Oh, the lag. Lag is suddenly very real. Did we fall all the way down? We did, didn't we? Wow. Okay. Alright, looks like our high jump is over. Let's avoid the high jump here if we can. Better part of valor, right? All I know is I would really like to not have to talk about this and talk about literally anything else. But I feel like this is the 80th time we've had a conversation about this, and I just don't want to have it anymore. And we will if you're really insistent, but kind of would love to see literally anything else pop up in the chat box. see. I need to get quite a bit more vampiric runes, I think, as well. I'm trying to think how many I even have left. I don't even know if I have any left. I may have them all in something.
There's one more up here.
This quest is a little longer than I would like.
Indicate that you have found the malevolent force responsible for resurrecting the dead.
Yeah, guy, if you got guts, you're not gonna last very long. Get the trash off of Nina. Oh, too late. We could die. Stuff is getting dangerous. In fact, let's go ahead and move. Grab a couple of quick heals. I never did win. We have a partnership. Sometimes I win, sometimes she wins. But in the end, we both win. I really want this. Clean enough I can. Alright, what's shooting the fireballs? These caster guys? Alright, let's get these caster guys out of here. Man, look at all the trash in this room. Lots of trash. Well, isn't there a second chest in here? Or am I thinking a different place? Looks like I'm looking at a different place. Can I get the last star in here now? They've already given me my points, right? Yeah, they already gave me the XP and the points. One, two. Say the end of the table. I must be at the beginning. Okay. Interesting. Is that the first time we haven't 5-starred or first time through? Alright, let's take a look at the stuff here. So after one good run, we do not have enough for the spooky almonds to make the plate mail if we wanted. I kind of like to see the cloak, actually. I do like the cloaks. The Hat of the Night Hag's actually really good. I use it quite a bit, actually. I don't really use this one. I do have one, I think. I don't use it. Same thing with these. I have one, but I don't really use it. If you don't have an astral projector, you should get one. I really like the level 7 one. Also really like the epic one. See, I don't think I have this bow. Bow's kind of cool. Is this the new item that they added this year? Is this bow? Whoa, hello nurse. Yeah, we'll have to make a level 4 version of this thing. Yeah, this is pretty hot. Let's craft it now, probably. Be done with it? Sure. Does it look awesome? Medium? Spectral Great Axe. I don't think I need a Great Axe. It's not something that I'm usually... Oh, maybe we do, actually. Definitely not a Warhammer. We're good on Wraps. We're good on the Cloak of Shadow. Good on Crystal of Eternity. We're good at Pixelandus Lights. We're good on the Bucklers. We're good on Daggers. It is possible that we want a new Robe of Shadow. These are now bound to account, which is awesome. You don't start getting Boon on Death now until 20? Interesting. So it's possible we want to grab one of each of those. Oh, this involves an upgrade? Ew, gross. A little surprised they didn't make a dart because Alchemist uses them. Yeah, it's to be fair. Speaking of to be fair, I expected you to still be asleep, Beef. The reason I'm over here instead of the hardcore server because I thought you'd be asleep until basically you had to head off to work. This is the big one for me, is the Ghost Pain one. But we should probably redo these apples and caramels and such. Yeah, I have the feeling you were pretty asleep. I got that text message from you at, what, 6 this morning? It's like, oh, he's not going to be awake. Need to work that into this first page somewhere. Put these apples and stuff back in the list. Try to get these back in the mental rotation. They're all good. I just am not always great at hitting the button. Let's figure out where we want to put them. Let's keep this stuff down this way instead. I like them over here. All right. So what else do we actually want out of here? Like I said, we want Rubia Ghost Beans, which means we need almonds. Almonds is like the thing we always need, right? When in doubt, go do almond quests. Yeah, that seems correct. So what are the almond quests? Haberdashed and under new management. Neither of these are that difficult. This one's probably the least fun of the bunch. But it's one of the ones that only gives 23 per run. Wow, 1-for-1 shards. Well, then I definitely think I'm going to be running almond runs. Wow. I never think about stuff like that. Just one of those people that crafts exactly what they think they're gonna want to use and then get rid of, like stop doing events after that. I like doing them though because they're XP that's outside of the usual pace. They kind of break up your levels a little bit. Really should just grab 2 bludgeoning weapons at some point as well. Just hitting all the big attack buttons. I feel like if someone's going to leave because they're scared, they should wait until someone calls like the all clear, not just Mummy's dead. Yeah, a lot of people were having that same problem with the pumpkin quest. I think it's just going to be a matter of time running it down. Some people are going to like it because it's no stress. No, you're not bad because you give. Sometimes you're bad because of the way that you say things. We want you to give. We appreciate when you give. We appreciate you. Think you're a good guy. I just think sometimes you say things in a manner that comes across wrong. And I do it too. We all do it. But I've burnt bridges and made mistakes. And you have to deal with the fact that sometimes you have to say things in a way that people are willing to hear. If you don't say things in a way that people are willing to hear, it doesn't matter what your intentions are. You know, I talk about my niece a lot. You know, she's in a place where she's really hurting. But she's not willing to take advice from people. So anything I say to her just comes out wrong. Because she's not in a place to hear what I'm trying to offer. So I just have to not offer anything. Sometimes the better part of valor is just keeping your mouth shut. Oh, maybe this one isn't so bad. It's a little bit annoying, but you can at least turn on the auto attack basically and then spam your attack buttons. Hey, good morning, Wood. Better than it was yesterday. I'm probably... I don't know. Probably a little worse than usual, not a lot. I should probably go back to the doc and get another adjustment done. My neck is still pretty sore. Yeah, I don't know, it's $30 every time I walk in there minimum. So, alright, how long did that take? 2 minutes and 49 seconds for 6,000 XP, a chest, and 23 of those gym things. Yeah, it's not bad. Alright, just to break it up, let's look at the Haberdashed again. My neck is just so tight. Oop. Yeah, that's one of Tobrell's problems. Is the 4K TV on his DDO. One of the reasons why he left DDO was the lack of 4K. Beef has that problem, or not Beef. Obviously, Beef now has a similar problem, but V-Love has a similar issue. Although I think V-Love's problem is specifically his video card doesn't have enough power to pump out the 4K. Yeah. Well, that's what Tobrell's complaint also has been. I think he's got it on a 2K or something. I don't know.
A muffled shout can be heard from the passageway.
And damage still feels low.
Lindelay has been slain.
I don't have enough vampires killed to see this chick's hit points. That seems unlikely.
Vampire crumbles to dust as you strike the mortal blow.
This one's like a few seconds faster. Both need to recall, I forget. It's so small. It's so tiny. How many more of these keys do we have? One more key. Which one do we want to see one more of? We did 2 of this one. We only did 1 of this one. Need to see if the wife and I want to go to the movie tonight. I guess it's tonight and Friday? Friday's not happening. No, today's Tuesday.
The woman with the sound of ravenous groans from behind the door sets your nerves on edge.
I wonder where it's at. So the new Jay and Silent Bob or Kevin Smith movie, however you want to look at it,
With a sickening thud.
they're doing a 2-night release. And then they'll probably just put it straight to DVD or digital download or whatever. I can watch it in the theater at home. Like I have a big screen projector. Like ain't that big of a deal. Although I do currently have a bed laying across my couch.
The last of the
We got the new purple mattress.
sparkles to the ground.
I haven't hauled up the haven't hauled the other mattress up to Ruby's room yet. Although he did leave me a strap, I might try hauling it up there today.
Be heard from the passageway.
I didn't have a way to grab it because he took off with all my straps when he moved to college. But now he yelled at him. He brought me a strap back. I don't know if it's a long enough one to get all the way around, but I just need to be able to get a hold of the bloody thing. It is heavy, but that's not the problem. The problem is that there's no structure. It's all floppy. Yeah, just like this. Oh man. Sometimes I amuse myself. Probably the only one. Oh, I didn't turn on auto attack. I thought I did. I want every possible second of getting smashed.
Empire crumbles to dust as you strike the mortal blow.
Wow, it took way longer. Alright, that's not bad. Really good couple of runs there. Ruff, 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 ruff. Let's go rebuff and throw stuff into the... Actually, how much longer do you have? 4 minutes? Yeah. Let's do something else. Unless Beef's awake and would really like to do a couple of hardcore server things, and then I'm happy to do it. Man, I really hate how much people are dumping on Friends all of a sudden. I guess it's not really all of a sudden, but I don't know. I enjoyed Friends for the most part. I rewatched it recently. I have to say I laughed most of the time. Not every joke was a winner, but I don't know. Love me some now I'm trying to think. I can only think of Geller. Monica Geller. Character was amazing. The putting the turkey on her head and like shimming was great. Tell me you don't want a girl that wants to do nothing but cook and clean and take care of you. Or a guy, depending on your preferred pleasure. Seems odd. Alright, let's dump some stuff off in the bank. Wait. Did I have a set of these? Huh, weird. I thought they had gone bad. Very weird. Alright, let's put that away. Do I want to get the axe? This is the big question. Probably it wouldn't hurt to grab the axe. Alright, let's do something different. So we're still over here on Sarlona. We're still level 17. What's something a little... We could do a litany. Litany's always fun times. Screw it. Let's go do a litany. You're trying to be funny, didn't think you'd be attacked? Well, man, that's part of being funny, is that you don't always know what happens. I'll also say that your humor tends to bite. I think that there's a lot of... Oh, did I not grab my litany? Oh, I didn't. Pop over there, pop back, I guess. Didn't grab my stone. Might as well throw these rune arms in here too while we're at it. Alright, where's my litany rock? How many stars do we want to do this litany on? Or not stars, reapers. How many reapers do we want to do this? What? Dum-dum? I think we'll just die on 5, but we can try it. What the heck? It's been a little while since we pushed ourselves really hard. This is probably where I'm going to be like stupid 2-weapon fighting. That was a good way to start. The Plague Reaper right off the bat. Oh! Alright, that Plague Reaper hit us hard. So you got 101 from the Doom Sword. Plague Reaper hit That doesn't look bad, actually. I hit the Plague Reaper for 4 and 5 and 37. Okay, so 3 times I hit it for less than 15. No, less than 50. So I attacked it 3 times for less than 50, and it hit me once back for... Also hit that Plague Reaper 3 times, it did no damage. Yeah, 5 is probably a little too much. Plague Reaper hit me 1 time for 183 points of damage. That's how many damages it hit me for. It was not playing. It was not playing around. Oh man. I tell you, every once in a while it's fun to just go get wrecked. Oh man. Oh, I missed a... It's actually a pretty good stick if I was casting impulse stuff, but I'm not, so we'll just sell it. Oh boy. I'm tired. That's good. It's been a while since I felt... I mean, I felt tired, but it's good to feel like I could sleep. Last week has been one of passing out, I think, instead of sleeping. So we gotta get 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. What do I gotta do? I gotta say something outrageous, right? Gotta be outrageous consistently. Alright, let's turn it back down to like a 3. If I remember right, we've been doing 3s on our own. Guess we'll go a little bit slower. Just in case this Plague Reaper decides to like come in and mess us up real bad. At least we're not getting two-shotted. Oh, here's a champ. That seems bad. Who are we? Aha! Archer over here. So, if you took offense to him saying you can just stop it, to the fact that you were claiming to be the bad guy, like that's... I'm sorry you feel offended at that, but that is not offensive. If instead of saying hello, you're like, I'm the bad guy. And they're like, stop being the bad guy then. That's not offensive. The fact that you're trying to make it seem like it is kind of shenanigans, sir. Also, if I thought that your skin was not thick enough that kind of comment would wash off of your back, you wouldn't be the kind of person I think you are. So think about that the next time you try to get somebody in trouble on this channel. Can't believe you made me respond to something like that. He wasn't giving an order. That was not an order. That was him telling you, if you're tired of being the bad guy, then stop being the bad guy. Again, a thing that you started with. You know, man, maybe you should take a break today. Get some sleep. Before you say something that makes me mad. Because I don't want you to be upset, and I certainly don't want you to feel attacked here in this channel. But if this is the mindset you're in today, then that's on you. Maybe after a couple hours of sleep, or hanging out with your grandma, or doing something fun, you'll come back in a different mindset. That's not good. Kind of needed Nina to be okay for a little bit here. We'll for a res in a minute. I guess that time is now. Ooh, 4 negative levels. Fine. And that's a long intercession too. A long intercession. Keep the Carnage Troopers on me. Leave her alone. I do not have that many red scrolls. wrecked. Penalty box for 14 seconds. This is almost done. We're going to come back to life to a Fan Reaper and an almost dead Carnage Reaper. Ugh, she's not going to be alive that long. Guess I'd give it a go. Like, what's our alternative? Alright, nope, we did. Shoot! That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh no, and the door opened? I don't think I have a way to, like, get out of this situation. Oh, that's not true. I have a cake. I can just cake, I guess. Seems like a waste of a cake, though, doesn't it? Whatever. That was crazy. So this is the only part of the jump that I'm actually worried about. On the hardcore server is this part right here. Alright, Emerald Claw, stand by his side, destroy what he wants, not traded, deliver it to ball, Ingenious, ransack the temple, broken the arrangement, forget that, the Black Abbot, they like, Destroyer? But didn't screw up. They lack will. Red or white. Tell the adventurers. We're gonna go to the Cinder Spawn. Cinder Spawn. Yay! Alright, what Reaper XP was that? This is 908 Reaper experience. So, not the best. Not the best. You're on level in here. Still 89. Yeah, we got wrecked pretty hard in that quest. To be fair. Oh man, the new season of Letterkenny should be out, I think, yesterday. Alright, let's get our shenanigans back together here, shall we? Clear our mind of whimsy. Stuff fixed. I'll just sell junk. Get it gone. Alright, level 17, which means we can do 14s. 14s for full Reaper experience. So weird. So weird. Crucible, did we do Tour? We did not do Tour. So we are not finished with our Giant Hold Saga even. So let's go finish that. Let's get a helper also. Unfortunately, the helpers in here are not particularly good. Yeah, I mean, Durham's fine. We're just going to go ahead and go back and get something stronger. Hey, X-Bob, welcome to the USS Fat Halfling, my friend. Thank you very much for your follow there. You're having a good day. Hope you enjoyed the reckoning that we just had. Samus no likey that. Alright, what if this moves to? Then when I have 2 slots? 2 slots is not great. So trash can move. Alright, that'll work. Though I did kind of like having the trash can in the first slot. Can I show the Reaper trees? Sure. Gotta get one of those back scratcher things. Good? We have enough level that we can actually change things. We might take some points out of here and do more of this. Yeah, you have to be level 4. I mean, you can still see the chart, the Reaper enhancement chart, but you can't get any points, and you can't do anything until level 4. I mean, you can get points, I guess, but you can't play with them. Let's just do like Reaper 2. Oh, don't desire the reckoning. Is this game hard for new players? It can be challenging at times, but the nice thing about it is that they've done a really nice job of kind of working on crossing the path between solo and group play. Like, they've kind of almost disgustingly so walked the line between encouraging both things. So even new players, if you want to, while you're learning, could play by yourself. The other nice thing is that you can adjust the difficulty according to your needs. So, like, you can go from Reaper 10 is the absolute hardest to do a quest, all the way down to casual mode, and still have fun. So, like, I have a friend, his name is Ben. He does not like playing games where he feels like he has to be competitive to win. But I feel like DDO would be a good match for him because he could play the quest even on what I'd consider an incredibly easy mode, and he would still be able to have fun. Even if he were to play like sporadically. Well, they're really hitting hard today. I'm gonna come in and get a heal. Hey Melanie, welcome to the stream. If you're having a good afternoon, evening, morning, whatever it is that you're enjoying. Healer down. I forgot to buy more heal scrolls, so I have one heal scroll on me. Or sorry, one res scroll on me. Pumpkin mobs are harder to kill. Yes. So, depending on what mode you're playing in, I think it's like hard and above. They have what's called champions. And that's what those pumpkin mobs are right now because of the Halloween event. And, they have extra powers. If I have a good window to show you on one of them, I'll click on them and show you.
With no more giants left behind the walls, the guards rush through the door to do you in.
Doom Reaper. Kill all the Doom Reapers, I don't even care.
The last of the attackers lies dead at your feet. A golden glow flickers in the room ahead, lighting the way deeper.
So those are champs, and champs do, they drop, or they can drop fragments, or mysterious remnants, or cookies, or whatever nickname you want to give them, and you can turn those in for different rewards. So for example, I forget how many XP it is, or how many of the gems it are, but you can get like a tome of melee power, you can get a tome of range power, you can get a tome of physical resistance rating, stuff like that. Then once you get those done, you can buy like stacking potions with those points. So like honestly, I should have I should have drunk one of these strength pots. You could do the same thing with the con pot. You can also buy like cosmetics. It's just another form of currency that's a little bit harder to come by, that really is just for champs. Anyway, that's a good one to look at. So, Stone Guard guy here says, here he's doing extra damage He has immunity to knockdown effects. He has Champion True Sight. Also a bunch of lags. Vulnerability on hit. And Absorb Piercing. So he doesn't take piercing damage very well. So yeah, the killing the champs has like a, it has an advantage, but it's not always super obvious. But it's one of the things that they do to make the quest tougher is increase the and they're random depending, not random, but depending on what kind of champion they are, they have different powers. So, like, the one we stopped and looked at was a Stone Guard. The one that was right over here that we just killed was a light orc, a light guy. So, it's kind of crazy. Can't believe you missed the level 10 free event. Yeah. Yeah, that's a bummer. Tried to get Ben to make a character, too. I don't know if he did. Oh, look at this. This is... So, these are two of the worst ones. Infernal Pact and Soul of Cruelty. They put dots on you that hurt pretty bad.
Fiery wall in the hallway vanishes. Perhaps others of these ancient giantish barriers were deactivated as well.
I don't know if he ever did. I forgot to remind him. No. There was an event for like a week. It was part of their 10th anniversary of going free to play. Is they basically had vet status for level 10. And they gave everybody the option to make characters at vet status 10 on any of the servers.
The magical giantish barrier is down.
But I forgot.
Free to move deeper into the door.
Skyborn does electric damage over time, as well as some other shenanigans. Yeah, it was only for a very short period of time. Also, there's like a code path to 10, I think. That'll give you a free quest pack. So that's something else to think about too. I think it's path to 10. I don't know if it's still active or not. Excuse me. Yeah, they did a whole bunch of stuff last month. It was like this thing for a week, this thing for a week, this thing for a week. Yeah, the reason I mention it is twofold. One, in the event that you ever decide to not be VIP, you can still have your, you can still get it. So I redeemed it too, and I'm VIP. I probably wouldn't play this game not VIP. But in the event that I ever leave, it's, you never know. It is possible. I need to go over and see if it still works on my son's account and make sure he gets that plugged in. Because he is premium. Not that he actually plays on it, but he could.
As the lever clicks into place,
Wow, you actually hit me with the negative level. What a jerk. And my magic missile wore off. Oh boy. It has been a morning, I tell you what. Stayed up too late for not being able to stream later. Premium, once you bought something in the store, does not give many benefits. It gives more than you think. Like raising the gold cap is pretty good. That's always the one I think of first, but I have to actually look at it. Don't you also get some extra character slots unlocked?
You find a crevice concealed by rubble here. It is just languishing free of the narrow crawl space. You tumble down into some kind of supply room.
You get to change a login queue. Oh, the logout change? That's a good one. Then you also have access to the forums. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that actually comes along with it. It's just the list is not obvious. And 5 character slots instead of 2, right? Not the other big perk. Welcome back. I don't know, I always have this little spiel that I go on. If you're new to DDO and you've played it for free for a little while and you're looking to like see where to go, right, where do you go from here kind of thing, go to DDO.com, go to the store, which will take you to store.standingstonegames.com. And if you start looking through this, you will find this starter pack. I always recommend this starter pack for a couple of reasons. One, it's a good deal. For $10, you get $2.50 worth of points. You get 5 excellent elixirs of experience, which let me look up what that actually would go for. Alright, so excellent. So that's, even on sale, you're talking $10 value. So that basically breaks even. You get the Catacombs Adventure Pack, which I can't show you how much you get for, or what that is, but I imagine that's about a $5 value. But most importantly, you get this Permanent Hireling, which, as you just saw, I just summoned mine. So, like, to me, that is ridiculous for the $10 price tag. The other thing to keep in mind is that DDO likes to do Black Friday sales. Usually they'll either have like one sale every day for the entire month, or they'll have like a week worth of sales that change or rotate. I have not heard what they're doing this year, how they're doing it yet. I don't know if they've announced anything. But you can also get some pretty good pickups. Like last year, I was able to get Ravenloft for my son's account for half price. So I think I spent $20 on it instead of $40, which is a pretty good bargain. In my opinion.
Ancient gears grind deep underfoot. The path forward has opened.
I'm going to go back and I'm going to raise the hireling. Raise the other hireling. So there are definitely perks to all the different ways of playing DDO. For sure. I know I got this thing stoned, didn't I? There it is. Kiss my boo-boo. It's one big boo-boo kissing. Where you going, bud?
You find a crevice concealed by rubble here. It is just large enough to crawl through.
I seriously not just clean this out? Why is there trash everywhere? So like this guy, for example, he's got a death ward. Oh, that was already going to be there. He does a bunch of extra light damage. They usually heal, the light ones. Usually get the ability to self-heal. Yeah, champs can be a real bear. Maybe heal each other? I got the funk on me. Gross. This one has absorbs enchantment, blurred, true scene, and another blurry. So it's like 40% blur. Oh, thank you. I love negative levels. They're the best. They're my favorite. Nope. She is level 3. Level 3 forever. So nothing really scales with your level in this game. It's one of the things that I actually critique about it a lot. Is that things are very level dependent. So like, for example, this axe is pretty sweet, but it's level 10, it's level 10. There's no by level scaling. Doesn't mean she's still not useful. Like I said, she's on my bar. She's right here, the level 3 gold seal hireling. Still use Ellery often. She has carried me through quests many a times, even at level 20. Nope, gold seal hirelings you can summon anywhere. Gold's Hill Hirelings never expired. They can be summoned anywhere. And if you dismiss them, so like, I can dismiss Ellery right now. She'll go on a 5-minute timer. And then when that 5 minutes is up, I can resummon her. There, we're going back to the moon in 2024. It's kind of cool. NASA's made an announcement. NASA's also got a new updated space pack. Yeah, they're new prototypes for suits. Alright, sorry. Get back to the matter at hand. Let's take road deeds. Alright, so that's rank 90. The Prophecy and me. We're probably just going to take one of you. Gross. 5. Used to be like 25. I have a bunch of all of them. 601, 525, 516. So we actually had the least amount of dragon relics. Yay, look at us. Collecting all the things. What? How did I do tour if I hadn't done any of these quests? Did I just not get in rewards for anything? Oh, I wonder if I skipped tour to get my saga. That's probably what happened. She can die. She can die, but she won't time out on you. I bet that's what happened. Alright. Well, poopy. I want to get a little bit more XP here. I don't really want to do any of those. I really don't want to do this. I kind of want to hold off on the shard stuff until next level. Because we can go do Lost at Sea. It's kind of part of the Sharn stuff. It is part of the Sharn saga, but it's not really a Sharn quest. This is also our last half-orc life. I guess we should talk about this for a minute. Because we are getting close. And I'm not sure when we're going to do it, but probably sooner than later. So for those of you who have never been part of this, you're going to get a treat here pretty soon. But if we look at our racial past lives, this is kind of where we're at. Drows are done, dwarves are done, elves are done, gnomes are done. This will be our last half-orc. Tieflings are done, warforged are done. right? So basically what I do is I'll pull out the wiki. I'll make a quick copy of it using like a snipping tool. Go like wham. And then we'll just grab our Sharpie and we'll start marking things out. So like dwarf is gone. Drow is gone. Gnome is gone. Half orc is gone. Tiefling is gone. Warforged is gone. We do the elves too. Yeah, elf is gone. And then I don't really worry about these right now. And then what we'll do is we'll take a vote. We'll take a vote on this one, or this one, or this one, or this one, or that one. Wow, we have 5 more to go. That does not seem legit. I guess so, though. And then basically what will happen is people get a vote on which class we want to do next, or which, in this case, which race. Then we also usually do class, and we kind of vote on the builds, stuff like that. Now the reason I bring it up is because I'm greedy, and you can get extra votes if you are a Twitch subscriber or if you are a Patreon person. So we're getting close to cap. I mean, we got 4 ranks to go, 5 ranks to go. So we'll probably, depending on how much we play on the hardcore server versus the live server, which has pretty much been predominant, taking up all of our time. Predominantly been taking up my time. Yeah. I know what my brain was trying to say. Hey Crab, what's up, buddy? But anyhow, so kind of think about that list and see what you might be interested in. I won't start voting until we're definitely ready to take a level. Or to TR, but we're probably closer than not. Wow, these guys are... Oh, another crab came in. Come on, Ireland. Kick us a heel. Kick us a heel. Alright, there we go. Whew. A little worried there for a minute. I didn't see this crab come in. Crabs hit real hard. In my experience. Probably harder than they should. Permablurred or something? Shouldn't be. Alright, Harleen. Anytime. Jeez. Harleen is pushing our luck. Oh, we died too, huh? Alright, well. I guess we're gonna be coming back to life. Start over. Yep. I said I'm not sure when that'll be, but it's usually sooner than later. The difference is usually I do 1 a week. But with the hardcore server, I've been playing over there a lot. So I've kind of only been over here when my leveling partners have not been. I don't think they'll be around. Like Beef, I know was up really late last night, and I did not expect him to be in this morning. He actually got up earlier than I thought he was gonna. Start over again. It's not a big deal. Not sure what exactly I was doing there that was so incorrect, but something, clearly. I don't understand why some of those were not full time. So the female astronaut gets to come out in this giant, bulky, heavy-duty spacesuit, but the guy astronaut gets to come out in like this trim, completely different spacesuit. That's fair. Alright, let's try this again. Let's try this again with 100% less getting murdered, shall we? I'm not really sure why we were getting murdered so bad there, but let's cut it out. Come on. There's that crab. I do kind of hate the underwater quests. They definitely feel like definitely feels like you're fighting in molasses. Pardon me. It is vastly approaching my nap time. I I know what you're thinking. Samius, you've only been up for like 4 hours. I know. Vastly approaching nap time. Let's go way up this way. Nope. Okay. Please do not run closer. I think that's what happened last time. She moved in to like melee everything, and I couldn't keep the aggro off her.
Container salvage from sunken ships surround the entrance to this underwater cave, but none have false markers. The Sarlona must have taken false cargo inside the cave. You step out of the water.
Hey, Carnage Reaper, what's up?
It seems that the Sarlona created some sort of
Speaking of Reaper stuff, I have not checked it out yet, personally, but I probably will watch them at some point. But it looks like StreamTom is putting out a new video series about Reaper mode. Say whatever things you might want to say about StreamTom, he's usually got really good information in his videos. So I think that's over on his YouTube channel.
standing atop a rock high above sounds the alarm.
Definitely, if you're interested in learning more about Reaper mode, that would be a good space to start. I know that I personally learned a lot from StreamTom at the very beginning when I was looking into doing Reaper stuff. Okay, well, let's back away for a second. He said he definitely was. Alright, you're gonna have to heal a little more than that, girl. He definitely was the one that inspired me to move into Reaper mode instead of just staying on elites and stuff. I think I was doing a divine life, and I was watching him play, and he's just like, "Yep, just sound burst away." I was like, "Man, I could do that. I could sound burst away." That's pretty good. And I hate light bears. Light bear and a Carnage Reaper? Alright, so this is a problem. Alright, that was fortunate. Let's kick it into high gear. Okay. I can't see her penalty box. Alright, trash. Stay on me. leave her alone. Sort of peel a lot of this junk. They just don't care. There we go. I forget if there's a chest in here. I thought there was. Maybe there's not. So I'm not great at remembering the details of the quests. Oh, she just like ran over, didn't she? No, my level 3 hireling's over here. No, this, that's one that I bought for doing the higher level stuff. I usually pull out Ellery, in like an emergency type situation, or I need some mana. So like right here, you'll see I only have 800 mana. I could pull out Ellery, and she has DVs. I can usually get about 300, 350 mana out of her. So, like, in this situation, I really wouldn't use her on me. I'd more likely use it on a different hireling. Or if, like, the previous example where my main hireling died, I just need somebody to heal me up between fights. Like, I don't think I need healing in the fight. But here, I clearly need healing inside the fight. I mean, I'm taking 100 plus points of damage an attack, basically. So if I didn't need healed in the fight, I would probably I could use Ellery to heal my way through the quest. She does a good job. So clerics have the ability to use their turn undead attempts to give mana to people. It's called Divine Vitality. It's a enhancement line that clerics can take. They don't always get it, or they don't always take it. But quite a few NPC clerics take it. So this one actually has it as well. Divine Vitality 3. In this case, you can see that it's 74 plus 10 spell points to an ally. You can't give it to yourself, but you can give it to somebody else in the party. Yeah, it's a pretty cool power. Old Trog Brell logged on. Must be his lunch break time. No, we haven't seen a lot of this week beforehand. I hope he's okay. my shield spell is down.
Pirates will no longer be able to use this cave as a base.
Yep. I do my best to keep an eye on the chat, and I do my best to kind of just inform people to the best of my information or best of my knowledge. I'm no encyclopedia DDO for sure, but I've been playing for a long time, and I can just do my best. Do my best to help. Alright, friend, have a good day. We'll hopefully see you again soon. Oh man, I beat. Oh. Alright, so this finishes the quest. Click. This actually has some pretty sweet loot in it. Ooh, Braces of Order and Chaos. I'll probably just keep these. +7 Wisdom Goggles. That's pretty cool. And we can recall from here. We could recall back to the beginning. You still understand Turkey and Kurdish. Oh, and the Kurds? So... it's a very confusing thing. And I don't even know if I have the most up-to-date and the most current understanding of the situation either. But basically it boils down to what currently is going on. You know, you cite. Yeah, it's... so basically, as I understand it, what's going on is Turkey wants that land back, and we had some troop stations with the Kurds. We've used the Kurds in the past as allies. We've used Turkey in the past as allies. They're both allies, but we can't make them be friends. And the Kurds just want to have a place of their own. I don't know, I think it's a bad idea, but I don't have all the information. Yeah, they're the thing that people don't understand, especially people here in this country, and this is gonna get a little bit on my soapbox, and I apologize for that. But people don't realize what it's like in the rest of the world. The kind of peace that we have here and the kind of world that we have here is not the norm everywhere. And it's really hard to appreciate what we have here sometimes when we don't look outside and see what else it's like in the rest of the world. You know, we live in a world where you know, we're discussing the possibility of not having to be our own first responders. I guess we're just gonna go do something. So we're gonna do one of the quests out in the orchard, because there are people that are willing to run in and take care of us. You know, first responders, police officers, etc. You work from people in the U.S. and Canada. Yeah, there's a lot of that, but the Kurds just want to have a place. That's part of it, Beef, is that the Kurds want to have a home. And they're fighting for that home. We have not fought for a home here in a long time. Like, we might fight in our day-to-day lives or whatever, but we have not had to fight because we're lucky and our lives are relatively stable. So we don't really understand what it's like in these other places where things are not stable. We've gone to other places and we fought, for sure. But even that, it's our volunteer army doing the fighting. We just see news reports and we make these decisions based off of the limited information we're given in the news as viewers. And it's like, things are so more complicated than we have any idea to like make an opinion on, for the most part. And the thing that I've always said that a lot of my friends don't necessarily agree with is that for a lot of people around the world, the only kind of hope that they have is that a U.S. flag is going to come around the corner and that the U.S. some sort of troop will show up and help them. Yeah, I mean, I don't know all the details. I don't know why we've made whatever decision. Oh my god. I don't know why we've made whatever decision we made. What deals were put in place or what shenanigans. Like, I don't know. You read this, you read that, you read the other thing, you read the other thing. I said, all I know is for a lot of the people in the world, the only hope that they have is the U.S. military showing up and being there. And I had a lot of friends serve, and I wouldn't want any one of them to be put in harm's way. But sometimes it's the only way to save lives. So we do still have a draft technically here in the US. We haven't used it in years and years and years and years. And what's active military is voluntary. I tend to agree with you, Beef, on this. I feel like we could have been a little bit different, a little bit more patient. Thing is, usually when it comes to stuff like this, I agree with Ron Paul. I think he's a lot more isolationist than I am, though, because again, I feel like, again, unfortunately, the United States flag is sometimes the only thing holding back worse. Not that there isn't bad in these places anyway, or bad even when the U.S. flag is there, but when there's a void, evil tends to flow in pretty hardcore. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the plan is. I don't know what the play is. It is not a decision that I would have made. I just remember watching Ron Paul, I think on the View, say you go to the families of those 50 people and tell them that they have to stay there. Or if they died, you go tell them. Do I think that the Kurds are going to get there on their own? I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. I feel like the Kurds are screwed, and that we have to make a decision on what kind of people we want to be. Be the people that go over there and stand up and try to stop violence by putting our own people in harm's way. I think part of Trump's decision, the president's decision to pull our troops home, has something to do with he doesn't want to be seen as a warmonger. And that's one of the things that they're constantly saying about him. And he's super anti-war. Even though he talks a big game, he thinks of everything as a financial war kind of situation, financial contract, whatever you want to think of it. That's how he sees the world, is through dollars and cents. And that's not always the best way to see things. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Trump's a mixed bag. What's that Harry Potter candy that they always talk about, like the gummy, every flavored gummy bean or something? I feel like Trump's like every flavored gummy bean. Wow. Double Plague Reapers, huh? This is going to be a little bit rough. That was fun times. Sometimes you get something good, sometimes you get something gross. Still think campaign motto should be probably better than the other guy. That'd be my campaign motto right now. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. I needed her to not get you murdered. Go raise her in a second. Archon Fire Elemental. That seems like bad news bears, doesn't it? What would ISIS race Trump? Because I don't understand that comment. I think in Trump's mind, he's defeated ISIS and they won't regrow. But I figured that's probably not an adult way of looking at the situation. Yeah, I kind of agree with that statement, Beef. I also think that he doesn't really understand that he's everybody's president. I think he kind of feels like he owes some people who put him in where he's at. She does. But you have to be able to walk that line. I feel like we've gone into partisan politics so hardcore over the last couple dozen years that it's hard to not be in a partisan mode. So that people aren't necessarily making the best decision for everyone. They're making the best decision for them. Or I would agree with that statement as well, Beef. And I don't even know if he's. I don't know what he's doing, to be honest, half the time. Now we can guess. Now we can make our kind of think what we think he's up to or whatever, but I'm not going to try. I'm no Trump fanboy. That is for sure. I'm also not going to hate him just because he's got an R behind his name. Again, I try to... I would prefer to keep the politics to a minimum during the morning stream, but this is where people's heads are at. People obviously are welcome to share those things here. I'm not gonna tell you you can't share that kind of stuff here. But just keep in mind that for whatever opinion we may have about something, somebody else has got an opposite opinion. And those opinions are also welcome. I generally try to be very open-minded about a lot of stuff, but I do have a lot of pretty firm opinions about things. But this whole conflict is just, it's a cluster. I don't know. I don't feel like we have a two-party system. I feel like we have a three-party system. It actually almost feels like there's even more than that. And I feel like having 2 is better than having 7. Forming coalitions to try to get stuff done seems awkward at best. I just wish that people could communicate a little better. Yeah, I mean, I think Beef kind of summed up a lot of my thoughts pretty well on Trump. Like, I don't like that he just runs his mouth about whatever. I don't like that I don't think he's a particularly moral person. But I didn't think Obama was a particularly moral person either. But I think he's got good people in good positions, and he's doing a relatively good job on most of his policies. I don't think I'm going to bother with the key here. We will clear this method though. So, like, I did not vote for Trump in 16. I'm unlikely to vote for Trump in 20. Although I will say that I've moved significantly further towards voting for him this go around than not. It's really going to depend on who, if there's somebody running that I feel like I can vote for. Yeah, we do. There is. I'm not going to vote against anyone ever again. I will only vote for people I believe will do a good job. And again, policy-wise, I think he's done a really good job. And he might do a really good second term. Like when he no longer thinks that he has to be punching up all the time. or down or whichever direction he feels like he's punching, he might do a great job second term. So I think he's doing an above average term now. I just don't know if I can pull the lever. I agree. Ross Perot gave us Clinton, which set us in the spot that we are currently in. I agree. Splitting the vote is the problem. It's the same thing with the three-party or the two-party system or whatever. But I will not vote for someone I don't think is a moral person. I don't think. But if there's a third-party candidate that I feel is a strong would do a good job, I will vote for that person. Uh-oh, that's bad. Whoa, look at all that fire damage. And 132 points of damage from something. Where did that fire come from? I don't even see. It's fine. Let's go get wrecked by whatever the fires. Oh, maybe this thing? Has some sort of like big old pile of dots. Must be a fire thing in right off this. See, there's a family. So definitely when stuff dies, because that clearly, this guy clearly spawned when I died. Do I think Obama did the right decision? You have to be more specific. I pretty much do not agree with any of Obama's policies. The Iran deal was bad. So my friend Turbrell, which I've talked about a lot, he makes this kind of offensive joke in my opinion. He's like, just close your eyes, tell Israel that you're going to close your eyes, and keep your eyes covered for a year, then take another look. I don't know. I definitely think that more people having access to nuclear weapons is bad. The Iran regime is pretty bad. I don't know if I'm ready to send the United States to war over it. But I like the tariffs and stuff that we have on them. Not tariffs. I feel like they're definitely got a lot of pressure on them. Just part of the reason they're trying to destabilize the Middle East and the oil is they're trying to get some sort of economy back online. The people over there don't like their government. They're probably prompt and ready for a queue. But again, I don't necessarily feel like we should be trying to spawn queues and stuff. Probably saying queue wrong. Feels like I'm saying it wrong. Yeah, these are questions that I think really are deeper than a 5-minute discussion on a video game stream. Hey Legion, welcome to the stream, buddy. And we've already done all the damage we possibly could do, so all of our viewers are gone. Again, when there's a credible threat, I feel like we have to step in. Until then, I think we should do our best to just pressure people culturally and economically. That's all right. It's not your fault. Although it is 2 o'clock, so I'm probably getting pretty much ready to log off for the evening. That's just it. I feel like I'm ready for Adapt 2. I'm going to get some food. I'm hungry. Hopefully that'll wake me up a little bit. I only think I ate once yesterday, so my stomach is definitely gurgly. Gurgly, gurgly, gurgly. On the plus side, we can level real fast before we take off. This is going to be level 5 for a wizard. Basically, we want to have access to haste and displacement. And then I'm not sure what we're going to do with the last 2 levels. Probably just more ranger levels. Hopefully we'll be back on the hardcore server tonight. I'm not 1,000% sure because I was kind of hoping to get Beef caught up this afternoon, but if we can, I'll probably carry on. At least grabbing some more Reaper experience. Let's take this level and then we'll figure things out from here. So disable search spot or 1 point UMD. Yeah. And then I want to take dodge. Wait on what, Melanie? I know we want to take extend. Okay. Let's already have extend. Not sure what to take feet wise here. I want to just take dodge. Maybe mobility. Alright, what do I want to do for this class feat? Can't take empower healing, unfortunately. Let me just take quicken. Alright, we definitely want haste and we definitely want displacement. And then that's where we were kind of working our way up to before. So we have the better power attack. We have the now super attack. Yeah, seems good. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna peace out for the afternoon. I'll try to be back around probably 8, maybe a little earlier than that. Depends on when old Trogbrell is ready for some Dungeons and Dragons. I'm gonna get some eat, probably take a little nap, work on hopefully getting ready for the bus, do a little bit of bus stuff maybe if it's not too bad. Alright everybody, peace, much love, hope you had a great day, and I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I will see you guys in a couple hours. Those of you who are trickled in later, sorry about that, but you can go back and watch the VOD, either here or over on youtube.com/SamusGarobo. Everybody, as always, please smash the like, subscribe, follow buttons. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in a few hours. Toodles.